guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today we have Premier League Match Day 10 predictions and I'm joined by my mate Dave the Cat. Yeah, little man, he's just chilling up here. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we've had loads of new subscribers recently from the European predictions and a couple from the Premier League videos. So if you're new here, then subscribe and smack my ball to be notified when I upload. On Saturday we will have the Champions League Match Day 5 predictions, and on Monday we will have the Europa League predictions. So we may have Philip. I'm not going to confirm anything, but the plan is to have Philip. So yeah, subscribe for all of that. Let's get into this video. So the first game is Crystal Palace taking on Newcastle at Selhurst Park. Yeah, it's a pretty boring game if you ask me. There's going to be no Zaha because he did have a positive COVID test, and Newcastle, they're a bit up and down. They're both mid-table teams at the minute. I think they're 11th and 15th maybe. I'm not really sure, but I'm actually going with a boring 0-0 draw in this game. Now Brighton taking on the reigning champions Liverpool. Liverpool absolutely murdered Leicester last week, winning 3-0. I thought the result was going to go the other way. And Brighton, they're not playing too well this season. I think that's going to continue for Brighton. They're going to have a lacklustre game at home. I think they've only picked up 2 points at home this season out of the 4 games they've played at the Amex. And I expect Liverpool to win this game. I'm going with a 3-0 win for the champions. Moving on to Manchester City versus Burnley. Man City done everything right in the Spurs game apart from defending well. Taking on a Burnley side who did beat Crystal Palace on Monday 1-0. Chris Wood getting the goal and getting their first win of the season. But you're going to the Etihad where you've lost your last 3 games 5-0. I do think Man City are going to win. You're going to be deluded if you think anything else. I think Manchester City are going to win this game 4-0. And now one of the most interesting games this week on paper based on this season is Everton taking on Leeds. This should be an absolute goal fest and I'm expecting nothing but a goal fest. Leeds have dropped off in the last couple of weeks and they played well against Arsenal in a 0-0 draw at Ellen Road, and Everton beat Fulham 3-2 with goals from Calvert-Lewin and Decore. I'm going with a Desmond 2-2 here. I think Leeds, you can't, because the team's on form and they're doing better than another team, you can't predict a win outright. Last time they went to Liverpool to play Liverpool, it was a 4-3 loss for Leeds. They're only going to be over the park at Goodison Park, so yeah, I think there's going to be a Desmond, and Bielsa's going to do some magic to get his side a point. Now moving on to West Brom versus Sheffield United, 19th versus 20th in the league. I'm not going to bore you with it. This was another game I was considering a 0-0 draw, but I can't see 2 0-0s in the same week, so I'm just edging Sheffield United to beat Slaven Bilic's men. Now Southampton versus Manchester United, 2 informed teams. Southampton haven't lost in their last 5 games and drew 1-1 against Wolves on Monday, and Manchester United beat Istanbul last night as I'm filming this. Bruno Fernandes got 2 goals and he's capable of getting goals if they're not penalties. It's becoming a bit clearer. I do think it's going to be a tough game though for Solskjaer's side, and I think Southampton are going to walk away with a point. I'm going with a 1-1 draw here at St Mary's. And now the highlight game this weekend. It is second versus first. It's a London derby. It's Frank versus Jose. It's Chelsea versus Tottenham. The Battle of the Bridge is the game that comes to mind whenever you think of this game. And now this, as a Spurs man, this is more crucial to me than the Arsenal game because of what's at stake. Now, I am considering doing a separate video for this. I sort of distanced myself away from being a Spurs channel into a more general football channel. But this is a big game and I have loads of thoughts on this. So, do you know what? I'm going to release a separate video. So, check out the channel in the next couple of days. Friday, we will probably have a separate video for this game. Friday at 4:30 we'll have a separate video on this game. So I'm going to give some brief points here. Jose hasn't beaten Frank in 90 minutes. We played earlier in the season and knocked him out in a shootout in the Carabao Cup. No Alderweireld for a couple of weeks, that's been confirmed now. Thiago Silva is an experienced centre-back against, the way we play could favour Thiago Silva and it could go Chelsea's way, but my pride was on the line when I was making this graphic. I sent Philip messages like, what the fuck do I do for a scoreline? Now I originally did think 2-1 to Chelsea, but Philip did put a scoreline down and he said 3-1 Spurs, and now I'm going with a 3-2 Tottenham win. Come on the fucking Spurs. Moving on to Arsenal versus Wolves, a tough game here for Arsenal taking on Nuno's side. And Wolves, they're up and down, but they're more than capable of getting a couple of points out of Big Six teams, although Arsenal, I wouldn't consider them a Big Six team anymore. I'd say Leicester are that team now, not Arsenal. And I think this is going to be another 1-1 draw. The last couple of games at the Emirates have been a 1-1 draw. Aubameyang's not on form at all. Wolves have the squad and the facilities to dethrone Arsenal, so I wouldn't be surprised if Wolves win. And of course, Arsenal only drew to Leeds because the woodwork was their friend. So yeah, I think a draw here. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose. Now Leicester taking on Fulham. Leicester, who got wiped against Liverpool, but they're going to look to bounce back. They play Braga tomorrow as I'm filming this, and then they play Fulham. Fulham is an easy 3 points for them. Let's not get carried away. Fulham aren't going to do nothing. They didn't have Anguissa or Mitrovic playing or starting against Everton, and they did play okay. They had stints where they showed that they have some class to challenge these teams, these type of teams. You know, your Leicesters, your Evertons, your Wolves, Arsenals. But yeah, I do think Leicester. Whoa, what happened there? We're going to keep that in the video. I do think Leicester are going to win this 2-0. Yeah, I think Vardy's going to grab both goals, and it's just a chance for Leicester to get that confidence back that they have, and everyone knows that they're capable of challenging for the top 4 this season. And then the last game this week is the Claret and Brew derby. It is West Ham taking on Aston Villa. Now Aston Villa last week lost to Brighton 2-1, but they play better away from home than they do at Villa Park. They beat Arsenal 3-0 last time they was on the road in a game that people didn't see Arsenal actually losing that game, which surprised me because Aston Villa were more than capable, and they're more than capable of beating West Ham. West Ham, they was up and down. They got a few consistent results against Spurs, drawing 3-3, drawing against Manchester United, beating Fulham. So they had some consistent points under the belt, and then the international break came. Now I think that's going to hamper them. They did beat Sheffield United 1-0 on the weekend. A crucial game for them, you could say, being away from home against a bottom team, and crucial points for them. Howell with a fantastic goal. And against Aston Villa, I think because Aston Villa are much stronger away from home, I'm favouring the side from Birmingham, and I'm going with a 2-1 win for Aston Villa. I think they have just that extra class over West Ham, and they're going to pick up all 3 points. So yeah, that is it for the video. As I said earlier, subscribe to the channel for more videos coming. We have the Chelsea Tottenham preview on Friday, Saturday will be Champions League predictions, and Monday will be Europa League predictions. Like the video and comment the result that you think for the team that you support, or just in general, any prediction you want to give. Comment, I'll give it a read and I'll reply. And that is it from me. I will see you guys later. Bye.